Ladies and gentlemen, my cat is going crazy here. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I hope that you guys are doing well. You may see I have nothing on this left arm. This is a day 16, essentially a 2-week update on the ulnar shortening osteotomy. You get to see scars, you get to see range of motion, all that stuff that we're so interested in. So generally, I'm feeling amazing. My arm feels really, really good. There's virtually no pain. Let me show you the scars really quick. Okay. First we got, I guess, some markings from the doc and a couple punch holes here. I have 1, 2, and 3 from the wrist arthroscopy. They took off my tape today, so now I just have a nice long arm scar. Woohoo! Oh man, now my cat's on the counter. This is dangerous. But I talked to Doc and he said that, hey, come on now. Yeah, he said that everything went well. Everything went amazing, and they brought it down 4 millimeters to slightly negative variance. Those of you who are thinking about getting a USO are going to know what that means. It means that my ulna was positive. It was too far up in my wrist. They pulled it down 4 millimeters, cut it, and put it back together. And yeah, I feel really good. I'm stiff. It's very sensitive to touch the top of the ulna here. Like if I tap it, that hurts really bad. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to wait a couple days and keep trying with that. But feeling really good overall. Over the last 2 weeks, I don't think I've updated you on this. They gave me this. This is my brace that I get to wear around. They just formed it right to my arm, and it's been really nice. It's given me a lot of liberty. Doc said that I was good to move around. I also did get to talk with him about the procedure, and he said that my TFCC, the ligament on this side of my wrist, was completely torn, which we didn't know. The MRI didn't show that, but he didn't do anything to it. He said, we shaved it down, and if I'm good with PT and if I'm strict with what I have to do in getting back to health, it should be good. It's something that apparently I can live without. So that was kind of surprising to me. He told my wife after surgery, but I didn't really realize. Like she, I don't know if she didn't communicate or there's something lost in communication. I didn't realize that the TFCC was fully torn, but that's okay. I also was able to take my first shower in 2 weeks. I was bathing in the bath and having my wife help me and kind of trying to do it one-armed. That was absolutely terrible. Now I was able to shower. It was so nice. I mean, you can see this scar. It cleaned up pretty nicely. It's long, man. It's like most of my arm, I guess. But it cleaned up really nicely. So super happy about that. Okay, let's get down to it. Range of motion. My fingers are good. To be honest with you, I feel like I would have more range of motion if it weren't for the fact that I'm just scared. I'm scared to push it to a point that it hurts. I actually did that when I put my socks on. He said that I can lift up to 5 pounds. I put my sock on and I kind of tweaked that left wrist kind of in this way. It hurt really bad. Understandably, I'm still only 2 weeks out of surgery. But finger range of motion is 100%. I feel like I can use them all I want. The lovely ladies at PT have had me doing exercises like this. I'm strengthening the digits in my fingers, going like this. I feel 100% with finger range of motion. Again, it might look a little bit awkward because I'm just scared and I'm nervous, but there's no pain whatsoever. Wrist range of motion, it was so lovely to get out of that brace and to be able to start moving my wrist today like this. Moving it up and down just a little bit. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. It feels like a little inner wrist massage. And I will say, it's tight. It's tight. I mean, it's still swollen as well. The arm is still a little bit swollen and the wrist is still a little bit swollen. So moving it like this feels really good. I feel like I could go much farther. I feel like I could probably go about to right here and here. I'm not going to, though. I'm just going to wait until I get with the ladies at physical therapy. In terms of moving it like this, I don't know what that motion is called. Again, it feels pretty good. Going up, I guess, is a little harder than going down. And where I've noticed most of my pain in recovery has been on the top of this ulna, TFCC area, makes sense, and also on the radial side. So on the side of my radius, right where he punched into my wrist, right there. I think this is due to the fact that when you cut the ulna and you make it shorter, it changes the balance of load in the bones in your arm. So you have these two bones, you have your radius and your ulna. When you're ulnar positive, most of the load on your wrist is on that ulna. When you bring that down, a lot more of the load in that articulation against this bone that's called the lunate goes to the radius. I think that it has to do that, and probably also just the fact that he punched in there. He went in with the arthroscopy right there on the top of the radius as well. I see 3 holes. I see a hole here, And I think he went down here as well. It's a very, very, very small hole. Okay, so that's that. In terms of pronation, which is this movement, and supination, pronation, I'm pretty much perfect. It doesn't hurt at all. I've been pronating a lot. I've always been able to pronate well, even with the elbow surgery. So that's kind of that's my move. I can pronate. Supination, let's check it out. I'm not going to push it super far to the point where it hurts, just because I'm scared. It doesn't hurt, but I can pretty easily take it to, I guess what would be neutral. I could go farther than this. I certainly could. I bet you if I really tried until it hurt, I'd probably get to about right here. Which again is pretty far in my estimation, being 16 days out of surgery. So, you can tell I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good post-surgery. Doc did a bang-up job. The x-rays looked good. Everything was really close together. So now it's just kind of the process of bone healing and, hoping things get better and better and range of motion and doing PT, pardon me, and all of that good stuff. So we'll see how this goes. I'm very hopeful. I have very little pain other than the sensitivity on this upper part of the ulna. But to be honest, with the scar and stuff, where the plate is, that's my cat, I have virtually no sensitivity. So that's good as far as I'm concerned. So we'll see how the rest of this stuff goes. Today is a 16-day update. Let's check back together maybe like around day 25. I'll be doing PT. If I make any leaps and bounds, I'll certainly let you guys know. But they said that I would be in this for 6 more weeks, which is gonna make 8 weeks total. 6 more weeks at least, just when I'm around, but when I'm inside, I can take it out, I can have it free, I can move it around. It's getting a little bit sore just because I moved it around a lot. And again, where it's sore is right on that radial side. So we'll have that. We'll have our PT. I have my next doctor's appointment actually in 4 weeks. So for the next 4 weeks, it's getting back range of motion. I can't really load the wrist or anything of that sort because we gotta wait for that bone to heal together. Come on now, Maya, hey. So no loading, no real pulling or anything like that, just lifting things like coffee cups. Doc said anything that's less than 5 pounds. So, but just being able to use it, to grab papers, to put my own socks on again was an amazing feeling. To put my own underwear on was an amazing feeling. And just to be able to move this around a little bit and just use it. So really, really, really happy, really excited, and hoping everything goes well. Doc said I won't be able to bench press for another 6 months, but that makes sense, I guess. That's a heavy load on the ulnar side of your wrist, right here on that ulna, and we don't want to do anything that would compromise health or require any further surgeries of that or anything of that sort. So I also have a blood test today, so we'll see my calcium and my vitamin D levels, and I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Thank you so much for following. Update coming soon. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you have an amazing day. Be safe. Be smart, make some good decisions. I'm gonna go before my cat knocks down my picture of my wife and I here. She's going crazy. She needs attention. So, guys, have a good day. Be good. Love you.